Everyone, I'm Becky,
I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering Book Reviews. Today we're talking about The Minus One Club by Kekla Magoon, which I got off of NetGalley.
Same.
So this book is about Kermit. He's 15 years old in high school, and right before the book starts, his sister was killed in a car accident. And so he's lost. He has no idea what is going on. And one day he opens his locker on the first day that he's back after the funeral, and there's a note telling him to meet these people somewhere at a certain time. So he goes to the meeting, and they're the Minus One Club, and there are all these different kids in school who have lost somebody in their family. And basically, they kind of get together and avoid it. It's like one of their big rules is they don't talk about the person who just died. And at the Minus One Club, Kermit meets Matt, who seems like this like popular, fun guy who is the only out kid in school. And Kermit has been struggling with being able to come out or just with the fact that he's homosexual. And so like they make a connection and a little bit of a romance starts there. But at the same time, Kermit has not gotten over his sister's death. And he is having issues with his faith, and it's just kind of about that struggle.
I felt like this book could have been more emotionally powerful than it actually was. But as you're describing the plot and as I'm reflecting back on all of the things that it covered, like maybe it was because there was so much to it. As far as like, I feel like we spend more time with Matt than we do with the Minus One Club. So you don't really ever get to know the One Club. So you can't really find like the power in that and like the shared grief. And then it's kind of like it's more of a, for me it felt like more of a like gay coming of age story as far as like where your identity kind of fits into the world. um I don't know, I just think that there was too much going on, and so it lost its emotional power.
I can see because I honestly don't know how I feel about this book. Moved really quickly.
It read really quickly.
Yeah, like I read it really quickly. I thought the story moved quickly. I didn't think it was slower. And I know
I
you
don't think
shared.
that there wasn't much to there wasn't much to the story. Like I felt like we ended pretty much where we started.
But I kind of liked that. Like I kind of that to me was like a positive takeaway because I think that where Kermit ends in some places that some people, and I don't want to give anything away, but I feel like some people going through what he was going through don't move past that. Like you just have that struggle and it's 6 months later and you're emotionally where you were at the beginning.
I mean, and I guess I get what you're saying, and I can see that, and I think that is an important story to tell, like where you're coming from. But I think overall, like he's still in the same kind of place with his grief. We don't really know the Minus One Club, so there's like it feels like none of these stories have really changed.
Well, and like, so that to me is like, while I liked that one side of it, the other side, I'm like, I don't remember all the characters and I don't know how well things were described. And I mean, like, I like way it's written, like, not necessarily does everything need to be described, but I felt like,
I don't know what the characters look like.
right, I feel like there was, yes. I mean, and not even just that, like, I can't, like, they weren't distinct enough that I remember who everybody was in the Minus One Club.
Yeah, like I kept getting the one girl from the Minus One Club confused with the girl that the best friend is trying to get with, and like her best friend, because they all had like C names.
Yeah, I can't honestly sitting here, I can't remember how many of them were in the Minus One Club, and I finished this book not that long ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know, do we have anything else to say?
No, no, there
So
because there
we'll
really
read it.
wasn't much. Like it tried to do a lot, and I think it it focused it tried to deal. I mean, with like depression and suicide and grief and um coming out and all of that. It tried to deal with a lot of heavy emotional things, and I think it really only focused on one of those aspects, and you lost all the rest of it.
I don't know, like I said, I still don't know how I feel about this book. So our rating system starts top with 5 unicorns. We're going down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I'm at 2 unicorns.
I think I'm at a 3. Like I like legitimate, like there are aspects of it that I liked. There are aspects of it that I thought were lacking. But I'm like I genuinely like have been kind of like trying to figure out how I feel about this, like for 3.5 days now. So I'm gonna say 3. There are positives and there are negatives, and to me it's just kind of middle of the line. So that is where we are on the -1 club, and we'll see you around.
Yeah.
Bye.